you're back. If you're new, you are so welcome here. On today's video, I did this African style look, which was accomplished using this Juvia'S Masquerade mini palette. And that's what I used for today's look. It was literally only this palette. I will leave all details about all the stuff that I've used on my face today down in the description bar, and you can follow the link and go to the site where I bought it. So yeah, if you like the video, please like it. Give me comments on looks that you've seen that are similar, or stuff that you want me to do, stuff that you want to see me try out, anything like that. Anything you want to say, just leave it all down in the comments below, and I will be sure to answer you and communicate with you however necessary. So yeah, enjoy the video.
Now, what I love about Juvia'S place is that their packaging is so beautiful and it's really unique. It stands out from the crowd, and that's what made me notice it in the first place. Now, it has an array of colours that are all beautiful, but to start off with, we're going to start with Zulu, and we're going to use that as our transition colour. We're going to blend that in all over the crease, right up close to our eyebrow, and we're just going to make sure that we've covered the entire area. Then we're going to go in with Ada, I'm not sure how to say that, and we're going to use that to deepen the colour that we've already applied before. We're going to go deeper into the crease and just darken that area. Now, you don't need me to say, but you can see how pigmented these eyeshadows are. Look how deep the colours are. They show up so nicely. I love these colours. They're literally going to change my life. I'm telling you that right now. But yeah, the next step was to apply concealer all over the lid, because I want this blue to really show and I want it to be a cut crease. So I'm going to go in with Dahlia, which is this like nice, beautiful, bright blue colour that I was so scared to try, but in the end it was all worth it. So I'm gonna apply that, I'm gonna pack that on all over the lid. See, what I love about this palette is that, what I love about Juvia'S place, I'm sure, because this is my first palette but I'm gonna buy more, is that you don't have to compromise. Like, if you pick up a colour from any of their palettes, I'm sure it's just gonna show up exactly as it does on the palette. Like, isn't that the dream, guys? Then next, I went in and added Marley, which is this lovely green, and I put it right at the center of the lid. Look how it looks so different when you have just the blue on its own, and when you add in that green. The green really adds dimension to the lid, and that's very necessary. Then I went straight ahead and did my eyeliner, and I used Gigi Hadid's eyeliner with Maybelline. I don't know what it's called, but I'll leave what it's called in the description bar, and that's what I use for my wings. And maybe you've heard it before, maybe you haven't, but I'm gonna keep singing about this eyeliner till I find a new one. But I love this eyeliner so flipping much. It's so easy, no need to dip anything. You just draw in a line and you're good to go. When I was done with my eyeliner, I used L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara, which my friend gave me, and she's from America, which was really lovely. But yeah, this mascara does not play. Like, I've been trying to wash it off for 2 days now, so if you're gonna put that stuff on, you better be ready to like stay with it for a couple of days. Then for my lashes, I use these lashes that I got from my local hair store, and they're by Remy, and they're the number 105. So I did my lashes off camera, and then I was ready to do my face. And to start off with, I color corrected with LA Girl Pro Conceal, the orange color corrector. Applied that all over my face. I feel like sometimes I apply this literally everywhere on my face, because I have so many blemishes from when I had acne, like really, really bad. And I feel like they've never been able to go away no matter what I try. It's so depressing, but we're getting through. So after intensive colour correcting, I went ahead and used Revolution's Makeup Fixing Spray and Lancome's this specific foundation that I can't mention but need to learn. And I put those on together, because I've said it before, I like to apply my foundation with a fixing spray because I feel like it stays better, and I don't use a beauty blender or water because I feel like the fixing spray allows it to stay on nicer, and the finish is a lot better than it is when I use water. And the finish is better as well when I use a flat brush than it is when I use a beauty blender. So those are my combinations for how I wear foundation. And for my concealer, I used LA Girl's Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I applied that in the typical areas: under the eyes, nose bridge, forehead, a little bit on my chin, but I don't like to highlight that area so much because I feel like my chin is long enough and it doesn't need too much attention attracted to it. And then I used it also obviously on my Cupid's bow, but I don't tend to highlight underneath the contour area because I feel like it kind of makes it too light around there and it makes the color stand out from my neck and my face. So that's what I don't do. And I was also going to say, to apply the concealer, I normally apply in that one area and then I dab it into place and I place it right with a beauty blender right away. I don't like to make it wait or anything like that because I feel like it dries and it looks really cakey. It doesn't look like a nice finish than when it would be when it's fresh. So that's what I tend to do. And may I just take this time to mention that my music is actually custom made. It's by one of my dear friends called Andre Thompson, and I'll leave his email down in the description bar. But if you need custom made music, he makes it for you, and it's actually great. Like you get a say in the type of music that you get. I wanted this African style beat, and that's what he made for me. So please, like, email him, look him up, whatever. You won't regret it. Okay, maybe I might have lied. I do tend to kind of dab the residue concealer if I've probably like got too much on the brush left or somewhere, like an area on my face that has too much. I tend to like dab it underneath the contour lines, but I don't actually intentionally put it there. Then with Sleek's Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette I use in the shade Dark, I just tend to contour a little bit lightly with it. I used to contour like really harsh, but then over the years I realized that's not a very cute look, you see. So I just do it lightly because I don't really have cheekbones, so I used to just like force them to appear, basically. Well, in my head I was forcing them to appear. I don't know if they were actually appearing though, but yeah, we had to stop that. We had to stop that immediately. Then with this little treasure I found on Makeup Mania, oh gosh, in the shade Burgundy. It's actually an eyeshadow, but I'm going to use it as a blusher today. I wanted something dark that doesn't stand out too much, so I used that as a blusher. Then to set the concealer I used Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder, and I applied that on using my beauty blender. I think this setting powder is actually so flipping good. It blends in so well and it makes the finish so polished. It's great. It's great stuff. Yeah, because we don't bake anymore, we just brush it off immediately. As soon as it's on, it's right back off because we don't want to look cakey. That's not something we're going for, so it's gotta come off as soon as. And then I used my Real Techniques face brush, which is really good. I'd invest in that if I was anybody that applies powder on. It's fantastic for stuff like that. Because the powder lands all sorts of places, we got to go back in and kind of contour again lightly, just so we can kind of put back the darkness that was supposed to be there in the first place. Now, are you ready? Come on, you know my baby's coming out. Makeup Forever, you know what it's all about. You know my baby. Look at... Please, I don't even have to say too much, like the evidence is on the screen, but you need to get yourself Makeup Forever star powder in your life if you want to glow, okay? Just a simple touch and I'm beaming to the high heavens. Like, what more can you ask for, really? For £13.50 or whatever it cost me, it's... sigh. And as satisfying as it is, honestly, I had to just go back in with Sleek's medium shade, I believe, highlighter, because I wanted more of a lighter finish. That one was very gold, and on a normal day that would just be fantastic, but because I'm using blues, I wanted that shade, I wanted the highlighter to be lighter. Then moving on to the lips, I used MAC's Taupe as the base for my lipstick. So I used that first, and it's like this really nice nude color that's taken me over the years. Like, it was my first lipstick like ever. And then I used Colourpop's Creature lippy pencil all around the edges so that it's like an ombre kind of effect. And then I went in with Miss Sporty's lip gloss. I believe it's in the shade Marvelous Mocha. And this lip gloss was literally all I went to for the whole summer. I was using this combo. Maybe not necessarily that lip liner, but the lipstick and this lip gloss were just anthem for me. Then to finish off the eyes, I went back to the palette and I used that lovely blue tone right on the corner called Chi, or Chai to some people, but Chi to me, and it's like a royal blue color, and I used that on the waterline at the bottom of my eyes. Then for the inner corner of my eye, I used Giza, and it's like a lovely light, very light nude pinkish tone. But yeah, it works. So I dabbed that into the inner corner of my eye, and then I used Miss Sporty's black kohl eyeliner to darken the waterline over the blue. And then lastly, I used the same mascara that I used earlier, but I forgot to show, so I'm showing you now. Yeah, I used that on my lashes right at the bottom because I wanted it to be kind of obvious, and I wanted it to show, and I wanted it to be really dark and a little bit smoky. So that's what I used on there last, and that's it. That's the full look. Feel free to use it, enjoy it, love it, live it. I don't know what else to say. I'm just chatting up now, but yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you very soon. I love you.